Souls live and see us from above. In other words, from another dimension. They're always around us. This is also, of course, written in the Old Testament, the New Testament. Even various other cultures have the tradition of praying to their deceased, their ancestors, for help, because they know that it's in their DNA, the human DNA, that there is an afterlife and that the soul lives on. Now, years ago, a revered priest lived in the island of an Aegean island of Greece. His soul was full of affection for his flock. He was a priest, as we said, and especially for the afflicted. However, the day came when he was also tested, and it hurt a lot. His daughter, a wonderful girl, had recently married a very good lad, so it was time to give birth to their first child. During the birth, however, she passed away. It was not an easy birth. She went as a witness to meet her maker, leaving a lot of pain behind her. Her priest father also suffered a lot in the separation, but with unshakable faith in God, he offered praise to his holy name. He expressed his love for his daughter with warm prayers for her soul and with hidden alms, charity. The priest had a brother captain who, now retired from the sea, had become landlocked for the rest of his life. He had created a fortune and was now enjoying his hard work. Unfortunately, he was almost unfaithful, even though he had a good heart. In the evenings, when they gathered at the priest's hospitable house with some friends, some good islanders who offered their service to the church, they drank their hot sage and chatted. And one night the captain mocked the priest and said, "Slowly, poor father, there is no other life, and your daughter sees what we say and what we do." The priest meekly tried to help him eliminate the infidelity because he knew that his soul was deeply suffering in its deadly cold-heartedness, but he did not seem to be affected. One night then, the priest sees his daughter while he was sleeping in a dream. It was bright. She was dressed in white, and she was happy and saying to him, "Father, thank you for everything, for your love, for your prayers, and the alms you do for my soul. Please tell my uncle, the captain, that I thank him for the fish he sent." He said these things, and while he was smiling angrily, the tone went out. The priest, when he got up in the morning, felt great joy and emotion. In the evening, a toner was told to the company. Everyone was moved, and only the captain was looking at his brother in disbelief. And when he told him that the captain's niece thanked him for the fish he had sent her, and that he could not explain her words, the captain shook his head. His eye filled with tears, and his hands began to tremble. Out of his mouth proceeded the hidden faith of his heart. "My God," he whispered, and looked at everybody else puzzled. Everyone asked him what was going on. Why so much turmoil? Why so much emotion? He, when he regained his composure, sat down again in his chair, and without preventing his tears from running down his sunburned face, he said to them in a humble voice, "Yes, it's true, souls live and they can see us. On the day of her funeral, I was getting ready to go down to the church where you would read it, where we had to read a memorial service for her soul, and I had a lot of pain inside me. You know, I had so much love for this daughter of yours, brother. She was always like an angel. At that moment, a friend of mine, a fisherman, arrived from the sea and said that he caught a good fish. He would bring it to me and that I would pay as much as I could. But at that moment, I was annoyed by his presence, as he was holding a rope hanging next to him. So I told him abruptly, 'I don't want fish today. I do not want anything. Today I am burying my niece.' The man froze when he knocked and looked at me speechless. I felt sorry for him and told him, 'But yes, I pay you. I owe it to the poor person for her soul.' He took the money. He took pity on me and left quickly. I did not tell anyone about this incident, and I had forgotten. But her soul did not forget, and it sniffed, and she gave thanks." And he said, wiping tears back from his hand, when he smiled sweetly, but so sweetly, inside his cute smile, the priest discerned the sweet dawn of his reborn faith, and the night of infidelity was gone. "Glory be to God, most gracious Lord," whispered the priest, and hugged his brother with a warm gaze. So you see, the captain, who did not believe, paid for the fish for the soul of his niece that he loved dearly. And the niece saw it and gave the message to her priest father to give to her uncle. Isn't that something? I've translated to you for you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.